Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. This is gonna be one of the last episodes. Today we are gonna leave the game running and kind of check if everything is working according to plan. Could we just leave the city running, like forget to pause it, go to sleep, and in the next morning the city is still gonna be okay? That's what I'm gonna test today. Then in the next episode we're gonna have a tour where I'm showing you all the gems that we've built over the course of over 90 episodes. And then in the very final episode, I guess we are gonna try out a couple of disasters on the city and see how that turns out. So they're going to be 3 shorter episodes, but for me it's going to be probably a normal amount of time because, well, if not too much goes wrong, there is not too much to commentate over, right? The tour episode, I would imagine, is going to be a little bit longer because, well, there is a lot to show off. But for the time being, let's have a look at the statistics. My goal is to, make money. Since we are now not spending any more money by actively building stuff, we should be gaining money. So I'm gonna check if at some point we are above 25 million. That should be good, maybe even 26 million. Another thing I want to check is that we don't reach the vehicle limit. So 15k is actually a good amount. As soon as we are above 16k vehicles, it's not good anymore. But you can see in between the episodes I took myself the liberty of kind of finishing the theme. Not everything is completely done, but in my opinion the city is a satisfying look. Not everyone might agree with me at this point. I love it. I think we've done a good job. If we still have problems with traffic, that's also something I want to permanently fix in today's episode. So vehicle despawning is turned off. And at the moment we are still at 79% traffic. I think this is actually really good. So I guess we don't have to immediately do anything. In terms of trains, we also seem to be doing well. This was like a trouble area here and it looks as though we fixed it for the most part. Now, you will have to excuse the frame rate. I'm gonna make sure that during the tour episode, I'm gonna do some cinematics so the frame rate is smoother, but, at the moment, there's nothing I can do anymore about the frame rate. It's just 16 FPS. You can see I attempted to decorate most of the areas with at least a little bit of green, some forest, some bushes, some rocks, maybe sometimes even a couple of props, but not too many. And it overall just feels much more complete than before, I would say. Also, I want to thank you so much for all the feedback on the previous episode, what you actually wanted to see in a new series. And from the looks of it, we're gonna dedicate a couple of series to various challenges. For instance, a public transport only challenge would be great. It has been attempted several times by other YouTubers, but none of these series actually really managed to do it, and I think it is possible. I think we can totally do it. Okay, I see one problem. We are not collecting the garbage here. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I see. That could be a little bit of a problem. It's also the only district that I haven't decorated yet because, well, not all of the buildings have been built just yet. Also, another tip you gave me that I always forget about. We could go ahead and lower the taxes for the residential zones. This would make more people move in immediately and therefore also shoot up the other demands. That is just a little trick I always forget about. So what's the problem with my garbage? Theoretically, we should have enough vehicles taking care of that. I just want to observe this for a little bit, and if nobody comes, then I guess we have to add another landfill. Yeah, though at least one truck is already going for it. Oh, I guess we can speed up the game a little bit. No, it actually doesn't make any difference anymore. But yeah, we can see some garbage collection is now actually happening. So I guess I'm just gonna wait for a couple more minutes and see if that problem gets solved. Other than that, we seem to be doing fine. Let's search for other problems. By the way, we are already above 25 million, so I guess the next thing I'm gonna check is if we can get to 26 million. I'm pretty sure we are never gonna lose money. Here in the mountains, we seem to have some troubles collecting the dead. That is actually something I can fix without any consequences, I would say. I wanted a crematorium. Yeah, let's go ahead and place that somewhere where we still can. Ooh, doesn't look good. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna sacrifice a building here, but it's gonna be worth it. So far, so good. Can we spot other problems? Look at that! This is just crazy. Too many vehicles. And I totally forgot about Prison Island. I probably love this project the most. No, actually, I know what I liked the most about this city, and it is the castle episode here. This is actually also the only episode that I streamed. Well, not technically streamed. I premiered it. Premiered. You hopefully know what I was attempting to say just now, but it's one of my most favorite projects here. I also want to check, Triggered Heights University is at maximum, Education Grind is also at a 5-star, and then this last campus here is, hold the phone, Neptune is also at 5-star, so we are doing awesome with our universities, everything is at max. There is a park I haven't named yet. Okay, that is my bad. I probably asked for names and forgot to take care of it. So I'm just gonna call it Bernice Park. So it's at least called something better than question mark. Public transportation is going up again. If we check this out, 4,500 people. It's not much, I have to admit. I think we definitely could have done a better job in terms of public transport. But, you know, the city has been growing a lot. It's kind of hard to keep track of all the public transportation. If we check out the public transportation here, we can see it is, well, it is a freaking mess. Well, it's not a mess. I do understand how it works, but dude, we could have done a better job, I know. For completion's sake, we could think about building the other buildings here, but I'm really hesitant to do that because it could destabilize the city in ways that I didn't anticipate. And at the moment, I have a really good feeling that the city is functioning very well. I'm still hesitant to leave the game on its own because usually there are problems popping up at some point. Oh, I totally forgot to enable the Eiffel Tower. Of course we want that. More tourism, please. By the way, if you have any ideas for other challenges than public transport only, let me know. I'm assuming these challenges only take a couple of episodes before we can move on to the next one. There we go. We finally discovered another problem. The trains right here are clogging up. So before they weren't clogging up and now they are clogging up, and we need to check where this originates from. Looks like all of these guys are waiting to continue here. So that's still a problem. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this the only problem here? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for this guy. Ah, they're clogged up in both directions. I see, this is a gridlock. Yeah, definitely looks like I created the gridlock because of this middle track here. Do I see this correctly? Yeah, this must be the culprit. Let me rearrange this a little bit. I think it has something to do with they're not being able to speed through this corner. They have to slow down like crazy. Did you see this guy? Why did he wait for such a long time? Ah, I guess this node is way too long. Okay. What if we redid this entire straight here? I think that might actually help. So I want to reconnect this, and therefore we now have way more nodes again. Oh, actually this is bad. So I have to at least move this node a little bit out of the way. There we go. Let's see if that actually helped. Okay, looks like these trains can now go at full speed. This is good. That already helped. And I'm gonna do a little despawning, just a tiny bit, in order to get rid of the gridlock and see if the changes really have an effect. I mean, it's definitely already looking much better, I would say. You can go, you can go. Okay, what about you? What are you waiting for? You know, the trains are really the most horrible aspect of this game, I have to admit. I'm gonna delete this train because I don't know why it kept waiting. Like, do you want to go straight? What are you waiting for? And what's happening with you? Oh my gosh, let me get rid of you as well. So I guess this train might have been a slight issue for my system. Okay, but how did this even happen? And how long was it there for? All very important questions. Okay, please continue. Everyone go. Okay, it's looking much better right now. A little bit of clocking up is okay, as long as we have more or less constant movement. And as long as we are at the 78%, that is unacceptable. I want 79 or 80%. Come on, move along, move along. I think I just made too many intersections here at some point. Though it was working for a really long time. Ooh, we're making minus. No, actually we're still above 25 million. Ooh, this is really bad. Ah, man, this is just insane to me. I need to move this a little bit. The thing about the trains is that they are so sensitive to the nodes, and sometimes moving a node just a couple of meters is gonna do the trick. But I think I moved that in the wrong direction. Yeah, I need to move it here. Oh my gosh. So now the trains going straight, they can actually access this. And this train should be able to cross. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, it does look a little bit weird here at this point. But moving the node into the other direction definitely helped there. Even without despawning, we are still below the 16k vehicle mark. So thus far I'm happy. Yeah, if I were to guess, the trains are gonna occupy most of the time today. This intersection here is actually a really good indication whether or not my train system is working, because on either side of that system, like a kilometer away, are the gridlock situations, and if it really accumulates, that's where I see it, right here. And look at this, it's clearing up, basically, which also means we're gonna be able to deliver our goods way more efficiently. Whoa, look at this! You know, the only thing that I changed was moving the node like 10 meters into the other direction, and that's all it really took. Well, I'm gladly taking that victory so we can actually focus on something else. I want more problems. Well, I actually don't want them. Oh, power, water, okay. That should be a fairly easy fix, actually. I'm gonna make sure they all have water and then a little bit of power. It is now much later and we are still having troubles with the garbage collection, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and actually add another dump somewhere. Let's go ahead, move up here on top of the hill, and we're gonna set up another incineration plant right there. This is probably also gonna require some water, and I guess, well, power it already produces on its own, but we're still gonna hook it up. Did I zone something here? No. So that should take care of our little garbage problem here as well. Other than that, I think we're good in this corner. Whoa, sorry. Sorry guys, I totally forgot about you. You don't have power, you don't have water. You're basically the only loser still left in town. The worst thing is I probably forgot about them for the last 100 in-game years. Ah, okay, I see one problem with actually leaving the game running, but I guess we don't need to count that, because whenever I need to rebuild a building, you actually have to intervene yourself, right? You have to click that, and then as soon as people have been rescued out of this building, I have to specifically click a button in order to rebuild it. To be honest, I'm also gonna miss it a little bit to play in this world. I mean, I don't even want to know how many hours I was working on this save game, but I'm really looking forward to better FPS. It feels like 1998. Okay, this was the first half an hour of just leaving the game running, and I think we fixed most of the problems. Maybe we could actually go ahead and place more fire helicopter depots. That could be one way to solve the burning building problem, you know. But look at this, almost nobody is complaining at this point, whether it be goods, it be corpses, it be garbage. Yeah, pretty good. The only thing that's still complaining is this tram depot, and I really don't know why this isn't considered hooked up even though it's functional at the moment. Okay, let's see what happens in the second half an hour. Alright, I've been running the game for another 10 minutes or so, and nothing else has popped up. There are a couple of issues, such as too loud environments. Right here you can see some people are complaining. Also there's something else, park area required. It seems like that is a fix we can take care of. Yeah, looks like it didn't register quite well. So if we do something like that, there we go, this is also fixed. Other than that, I haven't really noticed anything, so maybe instead of... I mean, this city is functioning brilliantly, I have to say. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I was expecting a few more fixes I have to do. So maybe one more thing we could focus on is the rocket. It seems as though this is being constructed, and every day we're getting a little bit closer to finish the rocket construction. So yeah, it's still gonna take a while, but I guess I'm just letting the game run, as I said, and ooh, here we have an example of a building that requires me to rebuild. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about. The souvenir shop, if that burns down, we have to rebuild it. But, you know, I don't really count that. What I count is me having to intervene by actually building something new or changing something about how we build it. So for instance, the trains have never clogged up since I moved that node like 10 meters away. And this had a positive influence on the whole city. The vehicle count is a little closer to 16k than I would like. Let's check the traffic again. It's so new. Unacceptable traffic. Okay, let's figure out where this is coming from. Is it this? Not really. This? I mean, 76%. That almost sounds like something is clogging up. Yeah, we did a fix like 2 episodes ago right here, and this still seems to be working. I mean, as long as the cars aren't accumulating in a crazy way. Ah, okay, right here. This could be a contribution to it. Yeah, this is definitely too much of a traffic jam, and it is originating right here, I will presume. Actually, it seems to be happening right here where the vehicles attempt to merge for some reason. So I'm not 100% sure why I did that, but we're gonna upgrade this road again. And it looks as though I have to reset the settings. Is that? Yeah, reset the settings. We want a normal highway there, normal color. They're actually still merging in a weird way. And look at these assholes. They're just, you know, overtaking here and then they are still getting in the lane. What a bunch of bastards. You know what? I think we might be able to fix that by upgrading this to 4 lanes and this one here as well. Hopefully that is gonna make them behave a little bit more ingenious. Yeah, it looks as though it helped a little bit. The traffic jam is not clogging up until the tunnel anymore, but it's still not very satisfying here. So right here, I want you to give way to the vehicles already in the roundabout. That would be great. As a matter of fact, we want to do the same thing right here. You should give way. Okay? I feel like this system is not working at all. These cars are now clearly waiting, even though they have priority. Yeah, it made everything worse. I don't like that feature at all. So instead, we are gonna try out traffic lights. That might actually help us out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. Maybe we can even do some lane management here, but there are not too many cars coming from this direction, so I don't worry too much. Let's see. That's still clogging up. So this side might actually need a longer interval. We have to observe that. Dude, there is a lot of police on the road, I have to say. Those guys are being policed quite a bit. Come on, guys. You can do it. Traffic. Oh my god, what is happening? It's actually getting a little worse. Okay, you know what? I think we have to swap this up. We need to make this a one-way road right here. And this actually needs to be facing away from the roundabout, something like that. You know, I just hate how they programmed the AI. I don't understand why they wouldn't implement a tool such as Traffic Manager in order to make... I mean, look at this. This is just stupidity. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do lane management myself, even though I'm not really up for it at the moment. Let's see, we want the possibility to go here or there and the possibility to go here or there. You guys can go here or there, and that should make at least this intersection better. Yes, yes, much smoother. I mean, it really doesn't take much. How do you do that in vanilla? It's just a pain in the butt, isn't it? Yes, okay, back to 79%. That means we are gonna observe things for another 10 minutes or so, and if nothing else goes wrong, I'm gonna call it quits, and then we can do the touring episode. I'm actually really looking forward to that. We still have a couple of buildings with not enough customers, but I guess, well, it's just a balance thing. I mean, with a city as large as this is kind of hard to handle. If it's not an overall theme throughout the entire city, I do not worry too much. There's another one with not enough customers. Yeah, but other than that, we are doing good. I'm really surprised, guys. I really thought I had more to do in today's episode. Let's see, rocket launch, almost at launch preparation. I feel like this would be a deserving end of the episode to have that rocket launch. Honestly, I think we have a little bit of an issue here as well. You can see this is clogging up here as well. And the reason for that is if we check this out. Yeah, right here. They are not getting on the road quick enough. So I'm gonna attempt to fix that with move it by moving this over a little bit, give this a better curve so they can do this way more fluently, basically without braking. There we go. Sometimes it really doesn't require a lot of effort. You can see this is now cleaning up and we don't have that nasty traffic jam anymore. Beautiful. What does that mean for our flow? 78%. Great, we're getting back there. We are actually done with the rocket, and it seems as though this graphic doesn't really change. Yeah, but now we are in the launch preparation phase. Hopefully this is gonna go quickly. Oh my god, check this out. They're actually bringing the rocket over. I didn't notice. I thought this was scaffolding, but of course it's just the ladder system to get on the rocket. This is insane. I've never launched a rocket in this game. Oh, give me something good. Launch preparation. There it is. In place. And now, well, I guess they still have to do something about it. Okay, it's still gonna take a couple of in-game days. Oh, we just reached 26 million, so I'm also sure we are never gonna run into troubles financially. This city is functioning brilliantly. I love it! I'm so glad about this. I was actually a little bit worried that I couldn't leave it be like this. Yeah, it was about time the university is burning down again. We've had like dozens of generations going through the university unscalded. I was already worried there for a second. There it is, all ready for us. Oh, a dead person is waiting for transport. Somebody actually died preparing the rocket for launch. But there we go, let's do this. Let's get into a nice position. And we wanna launch that rocket. Oh, yes. Alright, give me something good. I wanna see this bad boy go to the moon. Where are we even sending this? There we go. I think we're going for it. Yeah, that's the countdown. Woohoo! 2, 1, blast off! Woohoo! Amazing! Now, I basically launched a rocket in all the games that I'm playing. This is just absolutely fantastic. Well, I mean, it was not that much of a spectacle, but still. We launched a freaking rocket in City Skylines. Alrighty, with that out of the way, I would say we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye-bye.